What's going on, guys? This is the Fantastic Horde coming at you with another video. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and taking time to come check my channel out. I got a pretty good sized video, a lot of good stuff, action packed tonight. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Um, Hopefully we can end your weekend off right with this video I got going on right now. Let's see what I got for you guys tonight. I got a CGC haul. I got some CGC books that just came in. I got my first ever YouTube auction win uh, from Alex the Comic Hoarder. So gonna see what we got going on in there. Let's see what else. We got a contest going on. We're gonna talk about that. And I also have an unboxing, but it's not gonna be uh, the typical or uh, the usual type of unboxing that you think I'm gonna be having. You're just gonna have to wait and see for yourselves. Let's do this. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's get this video rolling. Uh, First I want to talk about, I got this contest going on still. It's about 100 to 200 subscriber contest I have going on. The I'll have the link in the description for the video I did a few days back. If you guys want to check that contest out and throw some entries in. I believe I said the deadline was gonna be around January 6th, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. It's all in the video. You guys will check it out and see what's going on with that. Yeah, so let's start talking about what we got going on. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a couple shout outs as well. Um, we'll get to that later on. Let's start with what we got going on here. Over the weekend, I watched the new Spider-Man movie. It was awesome. I recommend you guys go definitely check that out and watch that movie. So you can see from my background here, I got in the Spider-Man Spider-Verse mood. I got Spider-Gwen #1 first print in the back, and then we got the Amazing Spider-Man 796. That's the first cover appearance of the Red Goblin over there. I'm gonna start you guys off with that special unboxing I was talking about. You're gonna see what I meant by it's not your typical unboxing as far as comic book hauls or CGC haul videos. So here we go. Like I said, we were watching the Spider-Man movie over the weekend. So for my unboxing, we got Spider-Gwen here, we got Red Goblin, Spider-Man there, but this week's really about Miles Morales. And the reason why I say this is not just your typical ordinary unboxing is because what we're unboxing today, right here, baby. Yep, you say, well, why are you throwing the shoe up? This is the Air Jordan 1. It just came out this past Friday. The Air Jordan 1 origin story. Basically what Miles Morales is rocking in the whole movie. It's a little different, but you can tell it has the Spider-Man colors for the outfit. We got the soles like shooting spider webs out the bottom. We got, I don't know if you can see it from there, we got like the little like shooting spider web spots on here. The little, if you go closer, I don't know if you can see it. You can see like a little, and then Nike swoosh. You got that little material like for Spider-Man's eyes and whatnot. That traced around the eyes. Has a little like mesh in there. Comes with the red and black laces that go with it. Now I don't know. I seen on Instagram they were in the UK lining up for that Spider-Man origin shoe right here, and these guys just went wild on each other. They just started. I don't know if they had an issue with people cutting in line or something. They just started throwing chairs at each other outside. I was like, Jesus. I mean, I know it's a limited shoe and everything, but come on, it's a pair of shoes. That all that really necessary, but I mean, it is definitely a dope shoe. I don't know if I'll even rock these. Who knows if they'll ever make another, Spider-Man shoe like this or not, but I thought that was pretty cool, something different as far as, related to Spider-Man and the movies and the comic books and whatnot. They actually went all out with this shoe. This is the first time they have the icy blue soles on the bottom of the Air Jordan 1s, but yeah, thought it was pretty cool, man. Got these. I got lucky to get these, I'll tell you that. But let's go ahead and start showing you some books I got. Next, we're going to talk about the auction I won over at Alex the Comic Hoarder's channel. He left a little note saying, let me know how the pressing works out as far as the book that I won over at his auction. But first, he actually threw in a few extra books, which was to my surprise. I didn't even know he was going to do that. Thank you, Alex, man. That was nice of you. You didn't have to do that, man. Really appreciate it. And I actually don't own any of these. These are my first copies. I didn't even know this little mini-series existed. We got the Black Panther little 4-issue limited mini-series. Oh, came in Mylar, by the way. Very nice. He gave me the whole run on this 4-issue set. This Black Panther. Let's see. Yeah, this Black Panther #1, and this is #2. Says sweet cover. I never seen any of these before. It's really sweet, especially with all the Black Panther stuff going on right now. Just presents really well in these Mylars. All very nice copies. Just looking at that Black Panther #3. To Save a Nation. That's a sweet cover with the Black Panther in the background. Thanks again, Alex, man. I really appreciate that. You really didn't have to do that. If you guys haven't subbed him up yet, I'm going to leave the link in the description as well. Go sub him up, man. He's a really cool dude. Very nice guy. If you watch just one of his videos, you know where he's coming from. He's well known, well respected in the comic book community, man. I highly recommend you go check him out, man. And then this issue #4 right there. And for that mini series, that's, like I said, those were just throw-ins I wasn't even expecting. That's really nice of him. Well, this is the main book. This is what I actually won in his auction. Again, in Mylar, man, presenting really well. It's a special Marvel edition featuring the hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. First appearance of Shang-Chi. When I saw that, I was like, man, I have to get that. He did mention, there's a little, water damage and whatnot, and that's why he wanted to see, the difference between, once I get it pressed and clean and whatnot. He was talking about a little bit, nothing probably a press can't take care of. That's what I was going to mention too. If you guys know anyone within the community that's pretty good, pretty reliable, does pretty good work on pressing and whatnot, leave a link or his YouTube channel name in the description for me. Let me go check them out. Usually, if not, I'll probably get it pressed and cleaned and whatnot when I send it into CGC to get it graded. But yeah, if you guys know anyone that's pretty good, give me a little recommendation in the comments. Alright. I'll get to some CGC books that I just got in from CGC. Let's see. First, let's start off. I got Deadpool #5. This is the Garbage Pail Kids cover. This was really hot when it first came out. It was not many stores, I believe, had many copies of that. Came in at a 9.8. Very happy with that. I thought it was a cool covers. Little homage to the Cabbage Patch trading cards and whatnot. Next, we got a very limited variant. Miss Marvel 31. Got the Virgin cover. I believe the run on this cover was just printed up at 500 copies. This is a Stephanie Hans variant. Love this cover. First appearance of Skunk Girl with, speaking of Miles Morales, has a Miles Morales appearance. So, really enjoyed getting this one at a 9.8 as well. Some of these books I did get pressed and cleaned, by the way. Not all of them, but a good handful. This one, we have Adam Legend of the Blue Marvel #1, 9.8. CGC did me right on this. It's the first appearance of the Blue Marvel. Really happy to get this at a 9.8, man. This, for me, I don't know about you guys, but I had a hard time finding this book. Looked in stores and everything. I ended up getting a couple copies online a little while back. And so happened that I got a 9.8 in this one. Really stoked about that. Next we have Batman 655. This is the first appearance of Damian Wayne and Cameo. Got this flipping through, boxes at the comic shop I go to. Ended up being a 9.8. Really glad I got that. Sick cover. This one I got pressed and clean also from the same comic book shop as where I purchased this, as the Batman 655. I was pretty shocked, pretty happy, had mixed emotions when I got this back. Came back at a 9.8. Wasn't quite sure if I was gonna get a 9.8 on this or not, but Brave and the Bold, #200. First appearance of the Outsiders. This, man, I didn't think I was gonna get a 9.8 on that. I'll be honest with you guys. I was stoked when I got this back. Very stoked. And what the story about this was, I didn't even know this book was at the shop. The guy I usually deal with over there, he said, "Yo, I got this book. It just came in. You wanna come check it out?" I said, "Yeah, let me see it." He's like, "You know what this book is?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good shape, man. You wanna take it out before I put it up?" I said, "You know what? You're recommending it to me. I'll take it." So it's always, man, always pay attention if you got good people you trust at these comic book shops you go to. If they recommend something, think twice. You might pass. Yeah, like I said, you might pass up on something. You might regret passing up on. So make sure you listen to your comic book shop owners and all that good stuff. If they have you in your best interest, I don't think they'll steer you in the wrong direction. So make sure you take their advice. continuing, I know the Batman Who Laughs #1 just came out. So on that note, I got Dark Knight's Metal #6. This is the Greg Horn edition, cover D, Virgin cover. Um, Technically, this is the first cover appearance of Harley Quinn Who Laughs. I asked them if they could mention that in the label, but they just mentioned that it's a Virgin cover. But technically, this is the first depiction or appearance of Harley Quinn Who Laughs on a comic book. Really, really sick cover. I believe this cover D was limited to, I don't know if it was 500 or 1,000 copies. I'm not sure. Gotta double check on that for you guys. But I know it was limited as far as the set that came with it. But sick cover. Still on the Dark Knight Metals tip, we got Dark Knight Metals #3. This is the convention foil edition. I know the original one is very, very scarce. I'd end up getting my hands on that one. I don't know if anyone has a copy they're looking to get rid of or something like that, want to sell it. Let me know in the comments. We'll see if we can work out a deal. I'm interested in getting the non-foil version. I believe it's a Virgin cover. But this one's pretty limited too. I don't know if it's limited to 1,000. Came with a set of 2 with Teen Titans 12. And speaking of that, we got the Teen Titans 12 foil convention edition. First appearance of Batman Who Laughs. I love this character. First time I heard about him and I started researching and everything. Him and Cosmic Ghost Rider, coming some of my favorite characters that came out recently within the past year or so. Like I said, limited. This is actually, I believe it's more limited than the first print. I know the first print is starting to spike up now that the Batman Who Laughs came out recently and stuff. But yeah, 9.8 in both. Really happy about that. Next, we're gonna start moving on to my first love. This is for all my Star Wars fans out there. This has to be probably the sweetest Boba Fett cover, in my opinion. This is Star Wars #1, the Forbidden Planet edition. It's pretty rare, there was a lot of hype, with the Boba Fett movie coming and stuff like that. And, there's a lot of hype around this character, but, then it died down. But very sweet cover, man. Like I said, this is probably my favorite Boba Fett cover. As far as from what I've seen. If anyone has any other favorite Boba Fett covers other than this, let me know. Leave me a comment. I'll go check it out. But yeah, everyone's favorite bounty hunter. Love that. Still on the Star Wars tip, we got Star Wars Tales #23, another 9.8. For those that don't know the relevance of this one, this is technically the first appearance of Darth Revan for all my Star Wars fans out there. I also, same thing with the Harley Quinn Who Laughs. I mentioned that if they can put that in the label or anything, but they didn't end up putting those notes in the label as far as the first appearance. But it's a nice Star Wars spec book for you guys that like the spec on Star Wars and stuff, with the new saga that's they're supposed to be coming out with, the producers from Game of Thrones. So I would definitely check this guys out. Check your local comic book shops. Uh, when you get a chance, 9.8, man, can't go wrong. And you want to talk about a rare Star Wars book to find out there in the wild? Yes, I did. Not in the wild, but I did grade this one. This is a 9.8, very very scarce book to get. Not a very big print run. You can look on eBay. I don't know. I haven't looked recently, but if you check, the last time I checked, there was maybe only one, maybe two max on eBay. 9.8. This is my second 9.8 of this book. Stoked, very stoked to get that Luke Skywalker, that dude, man. Now we're gonna jump off Star Wars. We're gonna start moving on to X-Men. I got this X-Men Gold number 30, CGC 9.8, the Kirkman variant, cover A. This is the wedding of Gambit and Rogue, but man, just that Colossus cover, man. Kirkman did it right on this one. That's 100%. When I saw that cover, I was like, man, I had to get myself at least one of these. Sick Colossus cover. Now this is my second 9.8 of this next book I'm about to show you. Uncanny X-Men 221, first appearance of Mr. Sinister. 9.8, white pages. This is another spec book of mine. This is also my favorite X-Men villain. That's why I'm very happy I got two 9.8s of this. I definitely recommend searching for this one. You know, with Disney taking over and stuff like that, all those X-Men characters, all those X-Men books, you know, they're, as soon as something gets announced, it's gonna be too pricey. Don't fall in that trap. Get it while it's still affordable, or even more affordable instead of waiting for it to shoot up in price. Definitely love this and definitely recommend you guys trying to go after this one. Now this is the moment of truth. The moment of truth, as you guys saw in the title of my video. This is my first ever 9.9. First ever grade over a 9.8. And man, to me, this is a great book to have an over a 9.8. We got a 9.9 Teen Titans 12 foil edition. First appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. Man, I couldn't believe it. Finally, with my own eyes, get to see a 9.9. Especially right on time with the Batman Who Laughs. I was like, oh my god. Did this really happen right now? I was like, man, still can't. The green, I don't know if you can see it. It says mint. Mint. 9.9 mint. Yeah, man, just stoked, man. Stoked. First ever. Especially with one of my new favorite characters, man. I couldn't believe it. Man. Love it, man. Love it. Now I have this, like, oh, is that your favorite book now that you got a 9.9? It's my favorite grade that I got so far, don't get me wrong, but what I'm about to show you guys right now, this is my new favorite book in my collection. I just got it, and I just got it back from CGC graded. It's the closest thing that I got to the main book, but you know what? I'll take it. We got Giant Size X-Men, number 1. First appearance of the new X-Men. Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird. Second full appearance of Wolverine. Growing up, Wolverine was my favorite X-Men and one of my favorite characters growing up as a kid. It's my first time owning this book. This is the closest I got to getting that, Ultimate Hulk 181, that grill. I mean, this is also a grill, don't get me wrong, but love it, man, love it. Just definitely, this is my number one on my list as far as collection, as far as my collection goes. Um, 4.0 off-white to white pages. We can love this guy right here. Love him, love him, love him, love him. Man, this is just a sick haul, man. Sick haul. Definitely my best haul as far as CGC goes, and as far as grills and stuff like that. This one really cuts it for me, man. Uh, that's gonna pretty much do it for this video. Just want to give a couple more shout outs. Want to shout out. I already shout out Alex the comic book hoarder. You gotta check him out, Alex the comic hoarder. We got a Strictly Comics. We got the Great Legends show. They're doing a charity auction. They had it yesterday and today. They're gonna do one more third show next Saturday. Make sure you guys check them out. Like I said, check out my contest that I got going on. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. Check it out. That was another video before this, and hope you guys had a good weekend. Peace.